For more than 2,000 years, Imperial China remained united as one civilization. Dynasties rose, dynasties fell. Emperors came and went. Yet again and again, the empire reunified under a new ruler. In many parts of the world, great empires broke apart and never returned. Rome collapsed. Kingdoms divided. Borders changed again and again. But China was different. Over centuries of war, rebellion, and political change, the country repeatedly unified. Why? Part of the answer lies in one powerful idea that shaped Chinese history for centuries: the mandate of heaven. In China, the emperor was not simply a king. He was known as the Son of Heaven. People believed that heaven had granted him the authority to rule the empire, but this authority was not permanent. The emperor could rule only as long as heaven continued to support him. This belief placed a serious responsibility on the ruler. If the emperor governed wisely and cared for the people, heaven would bless the empire, peace would follow, harvests would be plentiful, the country would prosper. But if a ruler became corrupt, cruel, or careless, heaven could withdraw its support. In that case, the emperor would lose the mandate of heaven. Chinese historians often interpreted natural disasters as warnings: floods,
drought, famine. These were not just disasters. They were signs that heaven had withdrawn its favor.
When suffering spread across the land, anger and unrest could grow, and rebellions might begin. When a rebel leader defeated the old dynasty, he did not simply seize power, he declared that heaven had chosen him. In this way, rebellion was not seen simply as chaos. It could be understood as the return of rightful rule. This idea gave political change a moral explanation. One dynasty had lost heaven's support, another dynasty had gained it. This belief helped create a distinctive pattern in Chinese history. Dynasties collapsed, but the empire itself endured. Each new dynasty inherited the same government system, the same traditions, and the same belief that China should remain united. Instead of breaking apart forever, the country always came together again. The mandate of heaven helped people understand these transitions. It explained how rulers could change while the civilization itself continued. Chinese thinkers later connected this idea with moral leadership. The philosopher Confucius taught that rulers must govern with virtue. A good ruler cared about the welfare of the people and ruled with fairness and restraint. Such a ruler would keep heaven's support. But a ruler who governed with greed or cruelty would eventually lose it. In this way, moral responsibility became closely linked with political authority. Chinese historians often described history as a cycle. A strong leader would unite the country and establish a new dynasty. Peace and prosperity might follow. But over time, problems could appear. Taxes might rise, officials might abuse their power, disasters and rebellion could spread across the land. Eventually, a new leader might emerge and claim that heaven had chosen him to restore order. Through these cycles, dynasties rose and fell, yet the civilization itself endured. For 2,000 years, the mandate of heaven helped shape how people understood political change. Dynasties came and went, but the civilization endured. Today, the emperors are gone. Yet the long continuity of Chinese civilization still fascinates historians around the world. Possibly no other society have lasted so long with such a strong sense of unity and identity. And for millennia, one powerful idea helped explain that continuity: the belief that heaven itself could decide who should rule. What do you think? Was it the mandate of heaven that held China together? Or were other forces, such as geography and culture, even more important? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy exploring the history and traditions of Asia, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos.